Hello Math 8 folks. We are looking today at Algebra Tiles. So in Math 8 we have only 3 Algebra Tiles right now. That's going to change here in a week or so, so if you want to get a preview of what's coming up for you, you can look at the algebra versions of these. You'll be seeing those Algebra Tiles probably Friday of this coming up week. But for right now, what we need to worry about is we have x squareds right here. We have x's, we have 1's. So this is our 1 tile. We call this length 1, and this length 1 as well. And if we take this and we lined it up on our x tile, you can see that that is a length of 1. But this right here, you don't know what this length is. They're non-commensurate. So you can't create this length here out of these. That's a key concept because this is a variable. So if I were to find the area of this, I'd multiply 1 by some number. We call that number x. I have a 1 times x equals x. Whereas this is 1 times 1 equals 1. And if you extend it to our last tile, the x squared, we have an x by an x. Okay? X by x gives us x squared, which is the big one. So with these 3 tiles, we can do quite a lot of stuff. But for the most part, what we're worried about right now is area and perimeter, at least in this video. So we found the area of this was x squared, the area of this was x, the area of this was 1. And if you wanted to find the area of any shape I could build, like say this oddball shape right here, I'd simply add all of the numbers that I saw, all the areas of the individual boxes. So we got an x squared, an x, and 2 1's, so this is x squared plus x plus 2. This one here would be x squared plus x, or if I want to be a little bit simpler, x squared plus 2x. Okay? That gets a little bit trickier when we want to talk about area. Yeah, or perimeter. And perimeter is definitely going to be on the test. Okay? And on our quiz on Monday. So if I were to trace the perimeter here, have the perimeter of my shape, and literally I go back to those same side lengths that I was just talking about, and I use those to find the perimeter of the total shape. So I know this was x, 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 1, 1, and x. And all you do at this point is you take your pen and you walk around and you add up all the variables and the constants. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4x plus 1, 2. So the perimeter of this shape is 4x plus 2. The hardest thing I can do to you is if I took the regular shape and I took one of these unit tiles and I stuck it somewhere along a side. I could actually stick 2 if I wanted to even. And now I can do the exact same process as I did before. I know this length is an x, and this length is an x, this length is an x. But what happens here? Well, we can talk about these little unit boxes because those are simple. We know that's 1 on each side, 1 on each side, no problem. There's 3 1's on each of these. But for this side, right here, I know that there's some number. We don't know what it is. It's x, right? Could be really big, could be really small. We have no idea. But whatever that number is, at least 2 is being subtracted from it. So this is going to be x minus 2. And now you can find your perimeter the same as you did before. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. And we know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 constants. And we see that there's 2 being subtracted off. And 6 minus 2 is 4, so this is 4x plus 4. That's pretty much all there is to find perimeter. That's the hardest problem I could possibly give you. So don't worry too much about this. We're going to take this concept and we're going to extend it to our next video, where we look at combining like terms and we start applying the positive side and the negative side. So when you're just dealing with perimeter, it's pretty straightforward. Area is really easy because all you're doing is you're adding together the algebra tiles. Okay? So that's perimeter and area for algebra tiles, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.